Creed 2. We're at the end of the Rocky series, and I have some debates on what I'm going to be reviewing next as a series. But that won't be a discussion till next week after the holidays. Uh, I'm gonna just list the two things I'm thinking about, and you can let me know in the comments which ones you want to see more. I have a pretty good. I doesn't mean I'll do the one you say, but if I get enough responses say do this one, then possibly I'll factor that into my decision making. I don't know. But let's okay. So the two things I'm thinking about doing is the James Bond franchise, every single James Bond movie, and then I'm thinking about doing the MCU. Now the MCU, I think I want to do that one because WandaVision comes out next month. I won't be able to review every single MCU movie in time for WandaVision, but I could at least have them kind of coincide a little, which would be cool. So, I don't know. Probably Marvel if I had to guess. But you can put down in the comments which one you want to see more, and we'll see what happens. See you guys next week for that. But let's talk about Creed 2. I've reviewed Creed 2 before. I actually saw this opening night. I was hyped for this movie because I love Creed. I love the Rocky franchise. Every Rocky movie I love somewhat, So I was like, I gotta be there. I was talking about nonstop, and I knew, hey, I'm going out of town for a couple days with the family for Thanksgiving. I gotta go see this. So me and my grandparents were like, fine, we'll take you to go see it opening night. So we went that Thursday showing. I cried. This movie was really good. The first Creed these are about on par with each other. When I saw Creed 2, I was like, it's better, and I don't think so. The fight scenes are better technically made, but the emotion in Creed 2 is better because in this movie we got Ivan Drago's son and Creed wanting to kind of get some kind of comeuppance or revenge for his father, Apollo Creed, dying. And, I guess that's a spoiler, but if you've been watching my Rocky reviews, whatever. And Rocky has been around so long that you probably know that by now. So, it's kind of a big deal, this fight. And you see in Ivan Drago's son barely says any words, but you can just feel everything on his face. And it's pretty messed up. But again, the fight, there's no long take fight sequences like in the first movie. So the first movie had better technically made fight sequences. This movie has better emotions and layers. And it does what the first Creed did, where it combines all these elements, ideas from Rocky's past, and say, all right, we're going to do that, but we're going to push it forward. So this isn't just a remake of Rocky 4, 5, 6, whatever. It takes elements of Rocky sequels, says, let's do that. Let's not try to do it necessarily better, but let's try to move the franchise forward. And again, that's what I had a problem with the new Disney Star Wars trilogy. They'd make new movies, but they didn't move anything forward. I don't want to watch the original again. I want to watch something new. And this isn't necessarily something new, but it is new in the way it's put together and the way it moves the franchise forward. And I love this movie very much because it just does so much right. It knows what it's supposed to do. It knows how to put everything together in one bow and go, yes, let's do this. And it's just a powerful movie. I think the score in the first movie is better. I think that's the only issue I have with this movie. The score for this one's kind of weak. It's not terrible, but it's weaker than the first movie. And Ryan Coogler did not direct this one. like he directed the first Creed, and he did not do as great of, and the director, I'm forgetting his name, did not do a good as job as Ryan Coogler. But again, I think what these movies are trying to do and what they succeed at doing are basically equal. I think, there are definitely parts that are better in Creed, but then there are parts that are better in this one. So if you were going to rate them, I think they would both be solid 7 out of 10 movies.